you want me to do the ones in the bottom right as well?
No, no.
Okay. I've done all of them except D. I didn't know. I got a bit confused on D.
Uh, okay. So what did you get for the other ones?
Uh, for the first one, I got B to the power of 9, and then B's A to the power of 2, and then C is at 15 to the power of 9.
Two. That is, yeah, 15x to the 9. So that one's a bit weird. Can you see the questions up the top?
Oh, yeah, I didn't do them.
That's all right. Just what
Okay.
is question D up the top?
D, 2 to the power of X to the 2.
Yeah, Grant. Let me see. Let me see. So, do you know what would be a to the 3 squared?
Does it mean like so you have to square everything in the back bracket?
Yeah.
So would it be 81 to the power of, or would it not be?
That's just an A. If it was a 9, it would be 81.
Oh, it's an A. Okay, so it'd be,
Make it 81. Why not?
yeah, 81 to the power of 5. Would it be adding the indices?
So let's just go back to A. A squared would be the same as a to the 3 times a to the 3.
Yeah.
And so what would that be?
Wait, is that 8? Okay, that'd be 8 to the 6. Right.
Yes. And so what's the rule for power to a power?
Add, right? When you times.
Is 3 plus 2 6?
Yeah. Well, no, wait.
So what's the quick way of combining 3 and 2 to get 6?
Times.
Yes. So if the indices are being multiplied, add the
Mhm.
powers, divided, subtract the powers, and then power to a power,
Oh,
you multiply.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right. Let me see. Okay, if we need to, we can come to it. So expanding brackets. All right, what's just question A up the top?
I don't know how to, I really don't know how to expand brackets that well.
Okay, so it is the outside times the first
Yeah.
and the outside times the second. And so you'd start with like minus 3x times
Yeah.
7x.
So it'd be minus 21x.
Yeah, that's 21x. And then how about the second bit?
Uh, minus, would it be minus, right?
Minus times minus?
Would it be then a positive?
Yeah,
So it'd be 12, 12x.
well done. Let's see. Let's do the one underneath it. Question C.
Okay. So 4 times 3x. 4x times 3x is 12x.
X times x?
X squared, right?
Yeah.
And then 4 times minus 2x would be minus 8x.
And this time it's x times x squared.
What would happen if you do that?
It's like x to the 1 times 1.
Oh, oh, right. Okay. So it'd be x to the 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last one would be 20x to the 4.
That is 20x to the 4. Great.
Yeah.
You're picking it up. Um, let's try question D. You have a pair of brackets. Other than that, it's the same.
Okay. So first one would be 10x.
Mm-hmm. And
Second would be
hold on.
6x.
X times x for the first one.
Oh yeah, to the cubed. No, not cubed, it's squared.
Mm-hmm.
And then x times 2x times 3 is 6x.
Yeah.
And then minus 5 times 2x is minus 10x.
Mm-hmm.
And then minus 5 times 3 is minus 15.
That's it. Simplify where possible. Anything there you can simplify?
Don't know.
6x minus 10x.
Oh, that'd be minus 4x.
Well done. Minus 4x. And so everything else is the same.
Okay.
Can't be simplified. Other than that, I think you're okay. And so these questions down the bottom are from your book.
Yeah.
And so you can always use that for homework and practice. Okay. Any idea how these work? How you could simplify?
No.
The trick is, what is 2 over 7 plus 3 over 7?
Uh,
Sorry, I should have written 7.
30.
No,
Not 30.
2 over
Oh,
7.
7. Oh, okay. That'd be 5 over 7.
5 over 7. And what you can do is, if you bring two things together, you can also put them apart again. So you could split 5 into, let's say, 1 plus 4.
Okay.
And you could say that's 1 over 7 plus 4 over 7. Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do the same thing with algebra. So you can say these two, that's the same as x to the 7 over x to the 3 plus x to the 4 over x to the 3.
Yeah.
And so simplify the first two, x to the 7 over x to the 3.
X to the 4.
Yeah. And what's the second one?
Just X, I guess.
Yeah. So x to the 4 plus x. So that's how these ones work.
Yeah.
So let's try question B.
So you'd split them up first, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be 3x to the cubed over, no, to the squared over 2x.
Mm-hmm.
And then minus 6x to the power of 5 over 2x.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd take away them, which would be...
That would bring you back to the original question.
Oh, right.
Simplify.
Wait, so what happens when x to the cubed is over x? Not
Well,
cubed, squared.
This x is just x to the 1.
Yeah.
Try the second fraction first. This 6x to the 5 over 2x to the 1.
Would it be 3x to the 4?
Well done. Okay. How about this first one now?
Would it just be x?
So it's going to be x, and this bit doesn't simplify. So
Oh, okay.
that would stay as 3 over 2 or 1.5
Okay.
or however. That was the trick with that one. Okay, let's try question C.
So you split them up 20x to the 7 over 5x to the 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then plus 15x to the cubed over 5x to the 2.
Yeah.
And you divide them, which would mean 4x. So 4x to the 5 plus 3x to the x. Well, just 3x.
Just 3x.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Great. Any questions there?
No.
Okay, so yeah, this is a kind of a tricky thing to notice it, but if it's got one thing on the bottom,
Yeah.
you can split them up, and you could do it if there were 3 different terms on the top, 4,
Yeah.
whatever. So these are just practice, so I'll leave those. All right, we'll do these then. How about this?
So how would you do this one then?
Same as before, normal number
Oh, right.
times normal number.
Okay.
Same letter times same letter.
So the first one would be 21x to the 4 and then y to the 5.
So it's y to the 5. This x is x to the 1.
Oh, yeah. So it'd be x to the 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how about b?
5x to the 9. And then it's just y.
Very good. Very good. Okay, exam questions. Let me just move this over. Let's try question A.
Okay. So 27 divided by 3 is 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 minus 3 is 2, so it'd be r to the 2. And then s to the 7.
Yes. Let me just see something for a second. Yeah. How about these ones? Maybe I'll come back to that. Hang on. Okay. I just kind of skipped over something. We need to go back and do it. Okay, let me go back now. The one I skipped over was, I'd say, these ones. So let's try question E.
Okay.
Yeah, what would be question E?
So would it be, so a to the 3 times, so 3 times 2 is 6, it'd be a to the 6 times 2a to the cubed, which would be, would it be 3a?
1 times 2?
All right, so it'd be 2a to the 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Question F.
3x to the 6 divided by x to the 4. 3x to the 6.
X to the 6 divided by x to the 4. It's in a bracket, and so they're both to the power of 3.
Oh, okay then. So it'd be x to the 2. Oh no, oh right, okay, I see what you mean. It'll be 9.
That would be 3 squared. This is 3 cubed.
Oh, okay, so 27.
Well done. Okay, great. So everyone trips upon that.
Yeah.
If it's in a bracket, then it's everything.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's try question O.
Okay. So it'll be 9a to the 8, which would be one of them.
That's the only bit I'm really interested in. So
Yeah.
question P.
Okay.
What will be that first bit?
It'll be 32y to the 9. Is that right?
I think it is double 32.
Double 32.
Yeah, basically 4 times
Oh,
4 times
64 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
64y to the
9.
This one isn't. What's the rule? Oh, you're right. Don't
Yeah.
listen to me. Great. So let me go back. Okay, so exam question. Let's try B.
Okay. Wait, so with the 2 at the top of the fraction, would you times it by everything inside the bracket?
Yes, but Bidmus.
You have to do indices first.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So without timesing it by 2, would it be 32a to the power of 12 and b to the power of 5?
Yep, but not 32.
64.
Yes.
Okay. And then
And you can always use your calculator. Yeah. Okay. And so you can tell me what to put into my calculator, or if you have one, you can put into yours.
So it'd be 2 times 64, right?
Yeah.
Which would be 128.
Yeah.
Would it be 8 to the power of 12? Do you do anything with the indice?
No.
Okay, so then the b would be 2b to the power of 6.
Power 12 b to the 6. Yeah.
And then you divide it by 8ab.
So what do you get there?
Wait, so when you got ab, what would you do with that, dividing with the top fraction?
First, I would do 128 divided by 8.
Okay.
I think it's 46.
Okay.
Oh, no, it isn't.
16.
16. That's why you use a calculator. So 16. How about the A's?
That'd be just 8 to the power of 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then b would be b to the power of 4.
Well done. It's pretty full on. So start with BIDMAS.
Yep.
The indices first, multiply second, and then divide. Yep. All right. Any questions about that?
Wait, pardon, what did you say?
Any questions about anything?
No.
2 marks. They make us work so hard for these. Okay. So how about this?
Would the bottom one be 3 to the power of 4?
Yep.
And then the top one would be... And then the top one would be... Would it be 2 to the power of 5?
I think so. And I have this calculator. Do you know what calculator you have?
Yeah, it's an A-level Casio calculator.
Like this one, is it? 991EX?
Yeah, it's like that one.
Okay. So let's see. Just throw that there. So type in 32. And you see the red equal sign over the calc button?
I don't have my calculator here right now. It's downstairs.
Okay.
I can go get it now.
Yeah, it might be better if you have it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Cheers.
I have it.
Okay. So try putting into your calculator 32.
Yeah.
You have this red equal sign over calc.
Yeah.
So press alpha calc. And then it is 2 to the power of, is that x with the empty box?
Yeah.
And then x is top right. So that's 32 equals 2 to the x. If you accidentally press equals, just press left to go back.
Okay.
You have to use solve. So this time it's shift calc for that yellow solve. It just remembers the last answer you had. So you just pick a guess number. So I'll just guess lucky number 7.
Yeah.
And press equals twice.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, and so it tells you x equals 5. So if it's
Yeah.
especially if the numbers are bigger, especially if it's like a big equation. So A level, I mean, you can see there it's 1 mark question.
Yeah.
Yep. Any questions there?
No.
Okay. So we have these expanding brackets. Okay, we have these. Okay. All right. This is full on. Let's try
Okay.
this. Let's try this one.
So it would be 3x to the power of 4 and y to the power of 4.
Yep. Well done.
Okay. And then the second one would be 27x to the power of 6.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go and you keep going with that. Let's put that there. Okay. Okay. What's next?
And then would you divide it?
Yeah. How would you do that?
Okay. So how would you divide 27 by 6?
Well, I noticed something. We have 2x to the 6 on top.
Yeah.
What could you do with those two?
2. Times them?
I think you just add them together.
No, add them. Oh yeah. Okay. Which would be 60.
So 60x to the 6. Okay. What is next?
Would you do the top part of the fraction first or divide it first?
There's nothing more you can do on the top.
Oh, okay. It's because there's a y, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And the x is to the 4, not to the
Okay.
6.
So it'd be 10x to the power of 4
Mm-hmm.
minus, would it be half x
Mm-hmm.
to the power of 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then y, and then y to the power of 2.
There's no y on the bottom.
Oh, right. So it'd just be y to the 4 then.
That's it. Well done. Yeah, so it's essentially splitting it up into the two fractions, and that's what you did.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay. So this one, any idea about this?
No.
Try question B.
Okay.
I think you know everything you need for that.
So it'd be 4x to the power of something.
Yeah. And you can use your calculator. What's the rule for this one?
Would you minus?
Yep.
Okay. One.
Yeah.
So it'd be just 4x then.
That's it. Okay. Let's see. So let's go back to part A. Any idea how we do this one?
So you times 125 by 1/3.
It would be 125 to the power of a third.
Oh right, okay,
And you can use your calculator.
yeah. Which would be 5.
Yeah, it's basically cube root.
Yeah.
And
You times 1/3 to 3, right?
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Which would be 1, so it'd be just 5x.
Well done. So they're both like that.
Yeah.
Any idea how you do to the power of 0?
X to the power of 0 is 1.
Yeah.
So
And so what is the answer?
so just be xy.
That it would just be 1.
1, okay.
Yeah.
Enter anything as long as it's to the 0, it's 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because they're in a bracket together, so it's just 1. It's just the whole thing is to the 0.
Okay.
Great. Any questions about that?
No.
And you always have that mix. So 20 divided by 5, but 5/4 minus a quarter.
Yeah.
125 to the power of a third, but 3 times a third. So that's always that one. So index laws. What do you give yourself there?
Pardon?
So what do you give yourself for index laws?
It's pretty easy now that I've learned it.
Okay, and so you have your, so that's 1.1, and so you
Yeah.
can, look at the homework
Yeah.
in the thing. Okay, double brackets. Do you know how to expand these?
Do you times everything by each other?
Yep.
So it'd be x times x, which is x squared,
Mm-hmm.
and then x times 2, which is 2x,
Mm-hmm.
and then 5 times x, which is 5x. And then, is that all? Or is there one more?
There's one more.
Oh,
Nothing.
5 times 2 is 10.
Yes. Simplify where possible.
So it'd be x squared plus 7x plus 10.
Well done. And that'll come up a lot. How would you do question C, square bracket?
Would you times it, right?
Yes.
No, cube it.
What does squared mean?
Times it by each other.
Correct.
The same thing.
Correct. And so you just write it twice.
Yep.
And then it's just the same as before. Let's try question D. So this time it's 2 by 3.
So would it be 3x squared?
Yep.
And then minus 2y squared.
Okay.
Wait, so would it be minus 2y squared?
Yep.
And then y times minus 4 is... Wait, could you do that? Y times minus 4.
Yep.
So would it be y minus 4?
Minus 4y.
Oh, minus 4y. Okay. And then x times minus 4 is minus 4x.
Yeah.
And then...
So we have 2 by 3. So there should be 6
Oh, right, okay.
outcomes. We have 4. So what did we not multiply? We did 3x squared. So we did that times that.
Yeah.
And what I recommend is you do them in order so you don't miss out any. So
Yeah.
you basically go like that, and then the same with the y's.
So it'd be 3xy. Would that be 1?
3xy, yeah. And you have one more left.
Yeah.
So it would be the middle one.
Oh, I didn't get that one. So it'd be minus 2yx,
Yeah, and we keep them.
2xy. Yeah.
Yeah, keep them in alphabetical order, just so if you saw something like 2xy plus
Yeah.
3yx, you might say, well, those are different, so I can't simplify it.
Yeah.
But actually, they're the same,
Okay.
and so you can simplify it. And so yeah, try to follow some kind of system. So I just start with the first one times those
Yeah.
three, and then the second one times those three.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Oh, hang on. We never simplified it. Is there anything that can be simplified in there?
Minus y squared minus 4, which would be minus 6y to squared, right? Would you do that?
That would be only if this one was also squared.
Oh, okay.
So you need two things that are the same term.
So could you do minus 2xy minus 4x?
It would have to be both x or both
Oh,
xy.
okay. As well.
Mm-hmm.
So everything has to be the same.
Mm-hmm. So there's only one x squared. There's only one y squared. Is there any two terms that have the same term?
Oh, yeah. Minus 2xy, 3xy.
And so what does that simplify to?
Would you add or minus them?
So that's minus 2xy plus 3xy.
Okay. So it'd be xy, I guess.
Yeah, just one
Yeah.
xy. And then everything else is the same.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, minus 4x, and that's plus. Great. Tricky though. Tricky. So this is more common. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try question A. My recommendation, and so you can see question 3. See, you've got 3 brackets. My recommendation is always expand the last 2 first, and then multiply by the front one. And so you could even just pretend that first thing isn't even there. You know, go.
Which one? The x?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll start with A.
So it'd be 2x to the cubed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then minus 21.
Yeah.
And then 3x.
Yeah.
And then minus 14x.
Yeah.
And now what would you do? What would you do now?
Simplify if possible.
Oh, okay. It would be minus 11x.
Yeah.
Minus 21 and then 2x to the cube. Then what would you do with the x at the start? That we never used.
And now you would multiply everything by x.
Okay. So it'd be 2x cubed minus 11x cubed.
What number is it?
Oh, no, squared, not cubed.
Yeah.
And then minus 21x.
Very good. Great.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll leave those and just see if they become important later. Lots of stuff. Expanding brackets. So this is your book. Let's see. Okay. So this is what the exam questions look like. Okay, so we'd better do triple bracket then.
Yeah.
So triple bracket. So let's do question C, and it's the same idea. Do the last 2 brackets first.
Okay.
It makes it easier.
Yeah. So the first one would be x cubed, not cubed, squared.
Yeah, if you prefer, you can just do it on paper yourself and tell me the
Yeah,
answer if that's easier.
yeah, okay,
Just because I think because you're talking fast, you kind of
yeah,
cube squared. Go on, try it with paper, see how it goes.
okay. So for the first part, I got x squared plus 4x plus 3.
Well done.
And then you times everything by the first bracket, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you prefer, you can say it, or if you prefer, you can write it. It's all same.
Okay. I got, without simplifying, I think this is, I don't know if this is right,
Go on.
but x cubed plus 5x plus 3x plus 4x
Hold on,
squared
hold on. Plus 5x.
plus 3x
Uh huh.
plus 4x squared plus minus 8x. Is that right? Or is it just minus 8x?
Same thing.
Okay. And then plus minus 12.
Minus 12. So it's going to be x cubed plus 4x squared plus 3x. You missed out on, let me see, these two.
Oh, okay. So it'd be minus 4x squared.
Minus 4x squared. Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Minus 12 is correct. There should be, did you do minus 4 times 4x?
No,
So what would that be?
minus 16x.
So that's minus 16x. Let me see. So x cubed plus 4x squared, is that one? Those 3x minus 4x squared minus x and then minus 12. So where did the 5x and minus 8x come from? How did you get those?
I'm checking now. I got minus 8x from, wait. I think I just multiplied wrong.
I think that's what might be
Yeah.
it, because it's the exact same number of
Yeah.
things. Okay, simplify where possible.
So it'd be just writing down the answer.
Okay.
So 4x squared minus 4x squared would be x squared.
It'd be 0x squared, it'd be nothing.
Oh, okay. So they cancel each other out.
So they cancel.
And then 3x plus 16x would be 19x.
Minus 16x.
Oh, minus 16x. It would be 13x. Wait, minus 16. Oh, okay. Minus 13x.
Mm-hmm. And so what remains?
Would it be? Would there be nothing else to simplify? Are there still numbers to simplify?
Yep. And so what is the final answer?
X cubed minus 12. Is that all?
And minus 13x.
Okay.
That's it. Any questions with that one?
Where did the minus 13x in the last question come from? I don't see it.
You said it. 3x minus 16x.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that's that one. So let's now go to these exam questions. Okay. So let's try this top one.
Okay.
And okay, how would you start it?
First, do the last two brackets, right?
Yeah, so you try those. Let's
Okay.
see how you do.
I got for the first part 6x squared minus 2xy plus 3xy.
And there's one more. Last two.
Would they? I don't know if would they cancel each other out. What would happen if you times them?
If you add them, they cancel. If you multiply them,
Would it be just y?
y times y,
Y squared.
and minus times plus.
Would it be minus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And simplify. Any common terms?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
All right.
Okay. Would one just be xy, which would be minus 2xy plus 3xy?
Yeah. What is the second?
6x squared minus xy. Xy minus y squared.
Yes, and that was plus xy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so now talk me through it. And what I recommend is, so this is your, so do like A times 1, 2, then 3.
Okay.
And then B times 1, 2, 3. And so talk me through this one.
Okay. So you do 2x times 6x squared, which would be 12x cubed.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do 2x times xy, which would be 2x squared y.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do 2x times y squared minus y squared, which would be minus 2xy squared.
Mm-hmm.
And then now would you do it with the 5y?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you do 5y times 6x squared, which would be 30x squared y.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do it with xy, so it'd be 5y times xy, which would be 5xy squared.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do it with the last one, which is 5y times minus y squared, which is 5y squared. That's cubed.
Well
Yeah.
done. Simplify where possible.
Okay. You could do 30x squared y plus 2x squared y, which would be 32x squared y. What would you do with the two indices in x when you add?
They say the same, you're right.
Stay the same. Okay.
32x squared y, you got it.
Okay. And then minus 2xy squared plus 5xy squared is 3xy squared.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that's all. So the answer would be 12x cubed. Yeah, yep, and then minus 5y cubed.
Well done. So actually, I could have let you just do that all by yourself.
Yeah.
Let me see. So this one down here, this question 5, what would be step 1 for this one? Or how do you go about a cubic bracket?
Would you times everything by 3?
You would write the same bracket 3 times.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
And then you'd go there. But you're good for that. Let's see.
And then yeah, okay.
Then you just do it as normal. Yeah, do the last two. This one is expanding brackets. So base times height equals area. And so it's like x plus 7 times 3x minus y plus 4. So it just has a little step 1. And that's the same thing, a cube. And so it's basically 2x plus 1 cubed. And you just write it out 3 times.
Yeah.
Let's see. So this is like the GCSE stuff, except now they're applying it to this. So you kind of cut it into 2 parts. Do it twice and add it. 3 brackets. Okay, so expanding brackets. What do you give yourself?
Between half and a tick. It was okay.
Yeah, that's a good place to be.
Yeah.
Because if it's always ticking, it's just too easy. Let's see. So indices. So some of that was just revision. When you have a number involved, it's always a mix, and it always gets confusing. But I think you're good for that. This one is power to a power. you multiply them, and yeah, if it's a number is in the bracket, that one is also to the power of. So expanding brackets, yeah, it's just outside times everything in the bracket, and it will help to do them in order. So the way you're doing it at the end there, like 1, 2, 3, and then the other one 1, 2, 3. How do you go about these types of questions? How do you simplify these?
You split them up, so it'd be 7x, and then up over. Yeah, split them.
Yeah, split them up. Let me see this one. Those were good. What is anything to the power of 0?
1.
And if you just have like x by itself, that means x to the power of what?
1.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So we did those exam questions. Yes. So this is for calculator, and all A level is calculator.
Is it all of it? Just
all
calculator.
Yeah, there's no non-calculator, so there's no extra marks for doing like something divided by something, you know, tricky numbers. Just calculate, and you can see there. I mean, it's 1 mark. You know that they're expecting you, like you're supposed to use a calculator. So this one you could have actually split it up 3 times and done 33 over 6, 27 over 6, and if you put that in your calculator, you would get 10. I think, yeah, you'd get 60 over 6, 10. Other than that, you're good. These, yeah, use your calculator. So 125 to the power of a third, that's like cube root, and then
you times them. Yeah,
just put those in the calculator. So expanding double brackets, yeah, you're pretty good. Just follow the, so you could say that's 1, and then that's a and b, and then that's 2 times a and b, and you end up with 4 overall. 3 brackets. How would you start a 3 bracket question?
You do the last two brackets, and then you do the first one, and then first you do the last 2, then you simplify, then do the first one, and then simplify that.
That's it. And the reason why is because you could do the first 2 first. It should make no difference, but I just know from experience these questions here always have 2 and then 3, and so you'll become very familiar with 2 and 3. Very unfamiliar with 3 then 2, and so if you do the last 2, it's much easier. And then we did exam question, and you got it.